Welcome to Daily English Podcast. This is not just a podcast. This is your personal training ground for confidence, clarity, and career-changing success. You're here because you want to get better. You want to grow. You want to speak with confidence in a job interview in English, like a professional. Maybe it's your first interview. Maybe you've already tried and failed. Or maybe you just want to walk into that room and feel powerful. Whatever your reason, this episode is your guide. We're going to talk about how to prepare, how to answer, how to ask, how to speak like someone who belongs in the room. Because you do. You deserve to be there. And after today, you will sound like it too. Let's begin. Why interviews are a big deal. Think about it. One interview, just 30 minutes of your life, can give you a job that changes your income, your career, your lifestyle, your whole future. It's not just about answering questions. It's about presenting yourself as the answer. You're not just a job seeker. You are a problem solver, a team player, a value bringer. That's what interviews are really about. You're not begging. You're offering. Let me say this loud and clear. You are not begging for a job. You are offering your value. You're saying, here's what I can do. Here's what I've done. Here's how I can help your company grow. That mindset changes everything. When you speak from that place, you sound confident. You speak clearly. You hold eye contact. You ask smart questions. You don't sound like someone hoping. You sound like someone who knows their worth. The power of simple English. You don't need perfect English. Let me repeat that. You do not need perfect English. You need clear English. Natural English, professional English, if you can say. I'm a fast learner. I helped reduce errors by 20% in my last job. I enjoy working with teams. I'm looking for long-term growth. That's it. No big words. No grammar. Pressure. No accent worries. Clear, direct, confident, common fears. Let's face them. Let's talk about the fears that most people have because they're real. And we're going to deal with them right here, right now. Fear 1. My English is not strong enough. Let's stop that thought. Your goal is not to sound like a native speaker. Your goal is to speak like a professional in your English. Speak slowly. Think clearly. Use the words you're confident with. Example, instead of saying, I am highly detail-oriented and possess excellent communication skills, you can say, I pay attention to details. I communicate clearly with my team. It's not about sounding fancy. It's about sounding real and professional. Fear 2. What if I don't understand their question? It's okay. You are human. If you don't understand something, ask. Here are polite ways to ask in English. I'm sorry, could you please repeat that? Would you mind saying that again more slowly? Could you explain what you mean by insert word? That's professional. That's confident. That shows self-awareness. Fear 3. What if I forget what to say? You're not a robot. You don't need to memorize a script. Instead, prepare your story blocks. These are short answers that explain who you are, what you've done, what skills you bring, what results you've helped. Will build those together in the next parts. Once you prepare these blocks, you won't forget. You'll remember your story because it's yours. Fear 4. I feel too nervous to speak. Everyone does. Even native English speakers get nervous in interviews. But nerves are not weakness. They're energy. They're focus. They're proof that you care. The trick is to turn that energy into power. How? By preparing, by practicing, by knowing your value. Confidence doesn't come from magic. It comes from preparation. The truth about confidence is not something you're born with. It's a result of knowing what you want, what you're good at, how to express it clearly. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. You'll stop translating in your head. You'll start speaking like someone who belongs in that job. Let's rewrite your interview identity before we go deeper. I want you to say this to yourself. Say it out loud. Right now, I am not here to beg for a job. I am here to offer value. Say it again. I am not here to beg. I am here to offer value. Because it's true. You are a contributor, a builder, a learner, a teammate, and if you prepare right, if you speak right, you will stand out in any room. Quick wins you can practice today before we close this part. Here are some simple exercises. Practice introducing yourself in 3 sentences. Example, my name is Maria. I have 5 years of experience in customer service. I'm passionate about helping customers solve problems and creating a good experience. Record your voice on your phone. Listen, improve, repeat. Practice answering, tell me about yourself, with a smile while walking, cooking, or commuting. Speak in front of a mirror. Watch your face. Smile. Maintain eye contact. Learn 10 professional phrases and use them every day. I'm excited to be here. I'd love to contribute to your team. That's a great question. Let me share a quick example. I've handled similar situations before. My focus is on results. I'm always ready to learn. Let me explain that in more detail. Thank you for considering me. I'm looking forward to this opportunity. What's next? In the next part of this podcast, we're going deep into preparation before the interview. We'll cover how to research the company, what to read before applying, what documents to bring, what to wear, how to rehearse, what to expect on the day of the interview. You don't want to miss it? Remember, job interviews don't reward the smartest candidate. They reward the one who is best prepared and best expressed. And you're about to become that person. Before the interview, preparation. You've already taken the first powerful step. You've learned the mindset of a confident candidate. Now, let's get practical. Because success in a job interview starts long before you enter the room. Preparation is everything. And in this part, I will teach you exactly how to prepare for your job interview, step by step, like a professional, whether your interview is in person or online. Whether you are applying for a job in healthcare, tech, hospitality, or any industry. These tips will help you feel ready, confident, and clear. Let's go. Step 1. Understand the job description deeply before you even think about what to say. You must first understand what they are asking for. Open the job post. Read it slowly. Look for keywords like responsibilities, requirements, preferred skills, duties. We are looking for someone who. Now ask yourself, do I have experience that matches their needs? Can I give an example of doing these tasks in my last job? Can I explain my skills using their language? Tip: write down 5 to 7 main tasks from the job post. Next to each one, write your matching experience. This is called alignment, and it's what makes you the right candidate. Step 2. Research the company. You didn't just apply for the job. Understand the company behind it. Go to their website, visit their social media, read their mission statement. Learn, what do they value? What kind of team culture do they promote? What industries or customers do they serve? This helps you tailor your answers. Example: if the company values innovation, you can say, in my last job, I created a new way to track customer feedback. It helped our team improve service quickly. If the company values teamwork, you can say, I love working in teams. I always share ideas and help others grow. This shows that you're not just applying. You care. You're invested. Step 3. Prepare your story blocks. Now let's talk about you. You need 4 types of short, clear stories. Your introduction example: my name is Chenda. I have 4 years of experience in administrative work. I enjoy organizing tasks, helping the team, and making the office run smoothly. Your achievements example: at my last job, I helped reduce scheduling errors by 30% by improving the tracking. System. A problem you solved example. We had a problem with late deliveries. I created a checklist system and delivery success went up from 75% to 95%. What you're looking for example. I'm looking for a role where I can grow, contribute to a team, and continue learning. Practice these stories. Speak them out loud. Make them simple, strong, and honest. Step 4. Practice common interview questions. There are questions you will almost always hear in any interview. Here are 5 to start practicing now. 1. Tell me about yourself. Focus on work, not your personal life. Use past, present, future structure. 2. Why do you want this job? Let's talk about the company's mission, the role, and your interest. 3. What are your strengths? Choose 2 or 3. Give examples. 4. What is your weakness? Choose one real, small weakness. Show how you are improving it. Point 5. Why should we hire you? Show your value. Explain how you will help their team. We'll cover 20+ questions in detail later, but begin with these. They build your foundation. Step 5. Prepare your documents before your interview. Gather a printed copy of your CV, if in person, your certificates and licenses, a notebook and pen. A professional-looking folder or bag a list of references if needed. If your interview is online, prepare digital copies in one folder on your desktop. Name the files clearly. CV_your name, certificate _TESOL_your name, recommendation_your name. This shows professionalism. Step 6. Dress professionally. Your outfit speaks before you do. Dress according to the company style, but always clean, neat, and professional. For men, collared shirt or dress shirt, simple pants, no jeans. Unless company culture allows. Closed shoes. 4. Women, simple blouse or top skirt or dress pants, minimal makeup and jewelry. Closed or formal shoes. If it's an online interview, dress fully, not just the top half. It affects your posture, your voice, your presence. Look like you already belong in the company. Step 7. Practice body language. Communication is not only words. How you sit, look, and move says a lot. Practice these. Sit straight, no slouching, keep your hands visible, not hidden. Make eye contact or look at the webcam for online. Nod when listening. Smile gently, not fake. Just calm and confident. You don't need to be robotic. Just natural and open. Record yourself once. Watch, improve, repeat. Step 8. Plan your route or setup if your interview is in person. Check Google Maps for the location. Plan to arrive 15 to 20 minutes early. Bring cash or your card for transport if your interview is online. Check your internet connection. Charge your device. Find a quiet place with good lighting. Test Zoom, Google Meet, or the app they use. Being ready removes stress, and a stress-free mind is a confident mind. Step 9. Prepare your questions. Don't forget, at the end of the interview, they will ask, "Do you have any questions for us?" You must ask something. It shows interest and maturity. Good questions. To ask, "Can you tell me more about the day-to-day responsibilities of this role? What does success look like in this position? What is the team structure like? What are the next steps after this interview?" Avoid questions about salary now. We'll cover that later. Just stay focused on learning about the role. Step 10. Practice gratitude and calm. This one is powerful. Before the interview, take 1 minute. Close your eyes, breathe deeply. Say to yourself, "I am ready, I am calm, I am valuable." You've done the work. You've practiced your story. You've prepared your documents. You are walking into this interview as someone who is ready to contribute. This is it. It's the moment you've been preparing for. In this section, I'm going to walk you through the top 20 most common job interview questions and how to answer them in professional English. Even if English is not your first language, each question will include what it really means, How to structure your answer, sample answer, in clear, natural English key phrases too. Remember mistakes to avoid. Let's begin. Question 1. Tell me about yourself. What it really means. They want a short summary of who you are professionally. Not your life story, just your value. How to structure. Start with your present role or experience. Briefly mention your past roles or education. End with what you're looking for now. Sample answer. My name is Dara. I've worked as a customer service assistant for 3 years at a telecommunications company. I handled daily calls, resolve client issues, and help improve service quality. Before that, I studied business communication. I'm now looking to join a team where I can use my skills and grow in a more international environment. Key phrases. I currently work as in my previous role. I'm looking for a position where. Don't say, I live with my family. I like reading books. Personal hobbies come later, not now. Question 2. Why do you want this job? What it really means. Do you care about the role or just need any job? How to structure. Mention something you like about the company or job connected to your skills or values show. Excitement, sample answer. I admire your company's focus on customer satisfaction. I enjoy solving problems and working with people, so I believe this job is a great match for me. I'm excited to bring my experience and learn more in a professional team. Key phrases. I've researched your company and this role fits my skills in. I'm excited too. Don't say, I just need a job. I want a higher salary. Even if true, never say it in the first round. Question 3. What are your strengths? What it really means. What are you good at? And can you give proof? How to structure. Pick 2 to 3 strengths. Give examples show how they helped you succeed. Sample answer. I'm highly organized and detail-oriented. At my last job, I managed schedules for 12 team members and reduced appointment errors by 40%. I also stay calm under pressure. I handled customer complaints and found quick solutions. Key phrases. One of my strengths is, in my previous role, This helped me too. Don't say, I'm good at everything. That sounds fake. Be specific and real. Question 4. What is your weakness? What it really means. Are you honest? Do you improve yourself? How to structure. Pick one small, real weakness. Show how you're working to improve it. Sample answer. Sometimes I try to handle everything myself instead of asking for help. I've realized teamwork is more efficient, so now I check in with my team and share tasks better. Key phrases I used to struggle with, but I've been working on it by. Now I try to. Don't say I have no weaknesses or I work too hard. That's not honest. Closing parenthesis. Question 5. Why should we hire you? What it really means. What makes you better than other candidates? How to structure. Highlight 2 to 3 key skills. Show how you'll solve their problems. Send with confidence. Sample answer. I have strong experience in customer support and solving client problems. I'm reliable, friendly, and always eager to learn. I believe I can help your team improve service and keep customers happy. Key phrases I can bring. My experience in will help your team. I'm ready to contribute. From day one, don't say, because I need a job. Show what you offer, not what you need. Question 6. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What it really means. Do you have ambition? Will you stay and grow? How to structure. Talk about learning and growing. Line your future with the company's sample answer. In 5 years, I hope to have developed my leadership skills and maybe take on a supervisor role. I want to grow inside the company and keep learning new things. Key phrases. I see myself. I want to grow by, hopefully, within your company. Don't say, I want to be in a different country or I don't know. Question 7. Tell me about a challenge you faced at work. What it really means. Can you handle problems professionally? How to structure STAR. Method: situation, task, action, result, sample, answer. One time our system went down during peak hours. I had to handle customer complaints without the system. I stayed calm, explained the situation, and wrote everything manually. The manager thanked me for staying professional. Key phrases: there was a situation where I took action by. The result was, don't blame others. Stay professional. Question 8. How do you handle pressure? Sample answer: I stay focused and prioritize tasks. At my last job, I often handled high call volumes. I took a short pause when needed, stayed calm, and made sure every customer was helped with care. Question 9. What do you know about our company? I read about your company's work in logistics. I like that you focus on fast delivery and customer satisfaction. I believe that matches my values too: efficiency and service. Question 10. What is your expected salary? Answer: if they ask directly, I'm open to discussing a fair rate based on the responsibilities. I believe your company will offer something competitive for this role. We'll cover full salary talk in Part 5. Question 11. Do you prefer working in a team or alone? What it really means: can you adapt to both situations? How to answer: show that you're flexible. Most jobs need teamwork, but also some independence. Sample answer: I enjoy working in a team because I learn from others and we support each other. But I can also work independently when needed. In my last job, I often worked alone on reports, but we shared ideas as a team every week. Key phrases: I enjoy both. I can adapt to the situation. Teamwork helps me grow. Question 12. Why did you leave your last job? What it really means: did you leave professionally? Are you a stable person? How to answer: be honest, but never speak negatively about your past company. Sample answer: I learned a lot in my last role, but I'm now looking for new challenges and growth. I want to work in a company where I can develop long-term. Key phrases: I'm looking for growth. It was a good experience, but now I'm ready for the next step. Never say, my boss was bad, I didn't like. The company: keep it positive and professional. Question 13. What are your long-term goals? What it really means: do you have a vision? Do your goals match the company? Sample answer: my goal is to become a team leader or manager. I want to improve my skills, help my team grow, and contribute to the company long-term. Key phrases: in the future, I hope to. I want to continue learning, and eventually, I'd like to lead a team. Question 14. How do you handle criticism? What it really means: can you grow from feedback, or do you get defensive? Sample answer: I see feedback as a way to improve. If someone corrects me, I thank them, ask questions if needed, and try to apply it right away. Key phrases: I'm open to feedback. It helps me get better. I listen, learn, and adjust. Question 15. How do you prioritize tasks? What it really means: can you manage your time wisely? Sample answer: I start by checking deadlines. I list all tasks, decide what's urgent, and then plan my day. I also leave space for unexpected tasks. Key phrases: I plan my time using. I focus on urgent tasks first. I use lists, calendars, or tools. Question 16. Describe your ideal work environment. What it really means: do you fit in with our company culture? Sample answer: I enjoy a positive, respectful, and team-oriented environment. I like clear communication and chances to grow. Key phrases: a supportive environment, where ideas are shared, where everyone helps each other. Question 17. What motivates you? What it really means: what drives your performance? Sample answer: I feel motivated when I solve problems, help others, or learn something new. I enjoy improving my skills and seeing results. Key phrases, helping others, motivates me. Seeing progress keeps me going. Learning and growing drives me. Question 18. Are you willing to relocate or travel? How to answer. Be honest but open if possible. Sample answer, yes, I'm open to relocating or traveling if needed. I see it as a chance to grow and learn in a new place. If not open to travel, say so politely. Currently, I prefer staying in my local area, but I'm flexible for occasional trips. Question 19. What do you do in your free time? What it really means. What kind of person are you? Outside work? Sample answer. I enjoy reading and learning about communication. I also spend time with my family and like exercising. It helps me stay focused and healthy. Key phrases. In my free time, I enjoy. This helps me stay balanced. I like learning even outside work. Question 20. Do you have any questions for us? What it really means. Are you serious about the role? Did you prepare? Sample answer. Yes. Can you tell me more about the day-to-day responsibilities of this role? Is performance measured in this team? What's the next step in the hiring process? Good questions to ask. What does a typical day look like? What kind of training is offered? How would you describe the team culture? Don't say, no, I have no questions. That shows lack of interest. Final tips to master these questions. Practice with a friend or mirror. Record your voice. Play it back and improve. Use short, clear, honest answers. Focus on what you can give to the company, not just what you want. You've learned how to prepare. You've practiced answering the top interview questions. Now it's time to flip the conversation, because near the end of every interview, the interviewer will look at you and say, "Do you have any questions for us?" And your answer should never be no. Why? Because this is your chance to show confidence, curiosity, and professionalism. It's your moment to prove. I'm not just asking for this job. I'm asking the right questions to succeed in it. Let's talk about the smart questions you should ask and how to ask them clearly in professional English. Why asking questions is important here. The truth. People who ask strong questions get remembered. Your questions show that you are prepared, focused, interested in the role, serious about joining the team. When you ask questions, the interviewer sees you as a partner, not just a person waiting to be told what to do. How many questions should you ask? Usually, 2 or 3 is enough, but always prepare 5 to 7 questions in case some are already answered during the interview. You don't want to say, "Oh, you already answered everything." So be ready. The best types of questions to ask. Let's break it down into 5 smart categories. 1. Questions about the role. These show that you care about doing the job well. Sample questions. What does a typical day look like in this role? What are the key responsibilities for this position? What kind of tools or systems will I be using? What are the biggest challenges someone in this role might face? These help you understand your daily life at work. 2 questions about the team. These show that you are a team player. Sample questions. Can you tell me more about the team I would be working with? How many people are in the team? What is the team's dynamic or work style? Who would I be reporting to directly? These questions help you know who you'll work with and how. 3 questions about the company. These show you've done your research and want to grow their. Sample questions. How would you describe the company culture? What are the company's values or mission? How does the company support learning and development? What's something you enjoy about working here? These build trust and connection with the interviewer. 4. Questions about growth and performance. These show that you are goal-focused and motivated. Sample questions. How is performance measured in this role? Is there room for growth or promotion over time? What does success look like in this position after 6 months? Are there training programs or mentoring available? These help you understand your future, not just your start. 5 questions about the next steps. These show professionalism and preparation. Sample questions. What are the next steps in the interview process? When can I expect to hear back from you? Is there anything else you need from me at this point? These end the interview smoothly and leave a strong impression. How to ask questions in professional English. Here are some polite ways to begin. Would you mind if I ask a few questions? May I ask something about the role? I have a couple of questions, if that's okay. Can I ask for more details about? Always use a friendly tone and show interest. Smile gently. Lean in slightly. Be curious but respectful. What not to ask. Here are some questions you should avoid. Especially in the first interview. How many vacation days do I get? Too early. Focus on contribution first. How soon can I get promoted? Sounds like you want to rush through the job. What does your company do? This shows you didn't do any research. Can I arrive late sometimes? This sounds unprofessional. Bonus: questions that make you stand out if you want to impress the interviewer. Try one of these. What would make someone really successful in this role? If I started next week, what would be my top priorities? Is there anything about my background that gives you hesitation? This shows courage and lets you clear doubts. What if they already answered all your questions? If the interviewer already answered your prepared questions, no problem. You can say this: thank you. You've already answered most of my questions during the interview, which was very helpful. But I'd like to ask one more. Then ask something about the team or next steps. If truly everything is covered, you can say, no more questions from my side at the moment. But thank you for the clear explanation. I'm very interested in this opportunity. That's still polite, warm, and professional. Final tips: write your questions in your notebook before the interview. Practice saying them out loud. Focus on learning, not impressing. Listen carefully to their answers. Take short notes if needed. Why, talk when and how to escape. This is the part many people feel nervous about. The salary talk. What should you say? When should you ask? How do you answer the salary question if they ask you first? We're going to answer all of that step by step, because if you do this part well, you can secure the pay you deserve with confidence and respect. Let's begin. When should you talk about salary? The best time is usually after the first interview or when the interviewer brings it up first. If they don't ask about salary in the first interview, you can wait until the second round or when they say, we'd like to offer you the job. That's the right moment to talk numbers. Why? Because by then, they've already seen your value. They want you. You have power to negotiate. What if they ask first? Sometimes they'll ask early, what is your expected salary? Or how much do you want to earn? Let's talk about how to respond. Option 1. If you're not sure yet, choose a polite, flexible answer like, I'm open to discussing a fair and competitive salary based on the responsibilities of the role. Or I'd prefer to learn more about the full responsibilities before giving a number, but I'm flexible. Or I'm more focused on the opportunity to contribute to your team, and I'm sure we can agree on a fair salary if it's the right fit. This shows professionalism and gives you time. Option 2. If you want to give a range only, give a range if you know the industry standard, you've done your research, you feel confident how to say it. Based on my research and experience, expect something between $600 and $750 per month, depending on the total package, or from what I've seen in similar roles. A fair range would be around $12 to $15 per hour, depending on benefits and workload. Tips: always say a range, not one number. Add, depending on responsibilities to keep it flexible. Practice saying it clearly. Phrases to use when asking about salary. Let's say they don't bring it up, but you want to ask politely. Here are some natural ways. Would it be possible to discuss the salary range for this role? May I ask about the expected salary and benefits? I'd love to know more about the compensation structure if now is a good time. Use a calm, respectful tone. You're not demanding. You're discussing. What else can be part of your offer? Salary is not the only thing to ask about. Many jobs offer a package that includes base salary bonuses, health insurance paid, time off training, opportunities travel or phone allowance, working hours, or schedule flexibility. You can ask like this: does this role include any additional benefits such as training or bonuses? Are there performance incentives or health coverage included? These questions show maturity and planning. How to respond if the offer is too low. Say they offer you less than expected. Stay calm. Be professional. You can say, "Thank you for the offer. I was expecting something closer to your number based on my experience and the market. Is there room to adjust that figure?" Or, "I appreciate the opportunity. I'd love to contribute to the team. May I ask if the compensation is flexible?" Then wait. Let them respond. Sometimes they can offer more, but sometimes they can and they will. What if you're willing to accept a lower salary? If you're willing to accept less because of growth, training, or opportunity, say it honestly. The offer is a bit lower than my expectation, but I'm very interested in the role and team. I'm happy to accept if there's room to grow over time. This shows grace and confidence. Mistakes to avoid during salary talk: don't rush to answer. Pause, think. Speak calmly. Don't say, "I don't know." Always have a response ready, even if it's flexible. Don't apologize. Asking for fair pay is not rude. It's responsible. Don't give an emotional answer. Stay neutral and respectful. Final practice salary talk dialogue. Interviewer: so, what salary are you looking for? You: based on my experience and this role, I'd expect something between $500 and $600 per month. But I'm open to discussion, depending on the full package. Interviewer: our offer is $480. Is that okay with you? I appreciate the offer. I was hoping for a little higher, but I'm excited about the opportunity. Is there room for flexibility? Interviewer: let me check with our team and get back to you. Boom. That's confidence. You have the right to ask, then feel scared. Don't feel guilty. You are not just asking for money. You are discussing your value, and you've prepared for it. Your English is ready. Your answers are ready. Your confidence is rising. You're not just speaking English now. You're speaking like a professional. Post-interview etiquette. What to do after you've done the interview. You've shown your value. You spoke with clarity, confidence, and respect. But the journey isn't over yet. What you do after the interview is just as important as what you did during it. In this part, I'll teach you exactly what to do right after the interview. How to write a thank you message, how to follow up, how to handle rejection professionally, and how to accept the job when you succeed. Let's finish this right after the interview, the moment you leave the room. Or end a call, take a deep breath. Don't overthink every word you said. Instead, focus on 3 smart steps. Write down the questions they asked. Reflect on what went well and what you can improve. Prepare your thank you message within 24 hours. Why a thank you message matters. Sending a thank you note shows respect, maturity, gratitude, professionalism. Also helps them remember you, especially if many people were interviewed. A thank you message is not a long essay. It's short, warm, professional. Sample thank you message, email, or text. Subject line: thank you, your name, interview for job title. Message: dear interviewer's name. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me today about the job title position. I really enjoyed our conversation and learning more about company name and your team. I'm very excited about the opportunity to contribute and grow with your company. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything else. Thank you again for the opportunity. Best regards. Your full name, your phone number, your email. What if they don't reply? It's okay. Some companies take time. Some. Have many candidates? Some need to discuss internally, but if you don't hear back in 5 to 7 days, you can follow up politely. Follow-up message after 1 week, dear interviewer's name. I hope you're well. I wanted to follow up on our recent interview for the job. Title position, I remain very interested in the opportunity and just wanted to check if there's any update regarding the next steps. Thank you again for your time and consideration. Best regards. Your full name. This message is short, professional, and polite. That's how you stand out without pressure. What if you're rejected? It happens to everyone. It's not the end, it's just redirection. If they tell you we decided to move forward with another candidate, you can still leave. A great impression. How to respond to rejection, dear interviewer's name. Thank you for informing me. While I'm disappointed, I appreciate the opportunity to interview and learn more about your team, if possible. I would be grateful for any feedback that could help me improve. I hope to stay in touch, and I wish you and your team continued success. Best regards, your name, that's class. That's grace. And many times, they'll call you back later. For another role, how to accept a job offer. You receive the job offer. Say congratulations to yourself, you earned it. Now respond clearly, politely, plotsy, and confidently. Job offer acceptance sampled, dear hiring manager's name. Thank you so much for the offer to join company name as a job title. I'm very happy to accept and look forward to contributing to the team. Please let me know the next steps or paperwork you need from me. I'm excited to begin this journey with your company. Best regards. Your name. If the offer comes by phone, speak clearly and repeat key points. Thank you. I'm happy to accept. I look forward to receiving the written offer and starting date by email. Your professional signature after every email. Add a short signature, like this, your full name, phone, plus 855XXX. C's. Email, your name at email.com, LinkedIn. Optional, linkedin.com/in/your name. Common post-interview mistakes to avoid. Spam the company with messages. Don't text late at night. Don't talk about salary again, lest they bring it up. Don't panic if they take a few days. Don't ghost them. Always reply, even if rejecting their offer. Even if you don't get the job, you win. Why? Because every interview is practice. Every thank you note builds your reputation. Every rejection is one step closer to the right job. You are not starting from zero. You are starting from experience. Keep learning, keep improving, keep showing up. You are already ahead of 90% of people because you care enough to prepare. Real interview scenarios. Dialogues, examples, and mistakes to avoid. Welcome to the final part. You've come so far, you've prepared your mind, your answers, your confidence, and your follow-up plan. Now it's time to practice like it's real. In this part, I'll guide you through realistic interview dialogues, professional English examples, mistakes many people make, and how to avoid them, interview scenarios across industries, bonus pronunciation and fluency tips. Let's turn all your knowledge into natural, confident speaking. Mock interview dialogue, office job interviewer. Good morning. Please have a seat. Could you start by telling me a little about yourself? You sure? My name is Linda. I have 3 years of experience as an administrative assistant. I manage schedules, prepare reports, and support day-to-day office operations. I enjoy keeping things organized and helping the team run smoothly. Interviewer, great. Why are you interested in this position? I read about your company's work in logistics, and I really admire your efficient service model. I enjoy working in fast-paced environments, and I believe my skills match your team's needs. Interviewer, what would you say is your greatest strength? I'm very organized. In my last job, I created a new filing system that saved the company hours every week. I'm also dependable. I never miss deadlines. Interviewer, what is your expected salary? Based on my experience and this role, I would expect something in the range of $550 to $600 per month. But I'm open to discussion depending on the full responsibilities and benefits. Interviewer: Thank you. Do you have any questions for us? You: Yes. Can you tell me what success looks like in this role after 3 or 6 months? And what are the next steps in the hiring process? Interviewer: Great questions. We'll be in touch. Soon. Mock interview, healthcare setting, internist. Interviewer: Good afternoon, doctor. Could you briefly introduce your medical background? You: Yes. I'm an internal medicine physician with 10 years of clinical experience. I graduated from an international university and have worked at Kima Polyclinic, where I managed outpatient and inpatient cases, including chronic illnesses like diabetes and hypertension. Interviewer: How do you handle high-pressure situations? You: I stay calm, prioritize patient safety, and make decisions based on guidelines. In emergencies, I work closely with the team and always communicate clearly under pressure. Interviewer: What is your approach to patient communication in English? You: I use simple, clear terms. I make sure the patient understands the diagnosis and treatment. I repeat key points and check for understanding before they leave. Interviewer: Are you available for weekend shifts? You: Yes. I'm flexible with scheduling, including weekends and holidays as needed. Interviewer: Any questions for us? You: Yes. What kind of electronic medical record system do you use? And is there support for continued medical training? Mistakes to avoid in any interview. Mistake 1. Speaking too fast. Speak clearly and slowly. It shows control. Mistake 2. Giving short or one-word answers. Always explain with examples. Mistake 3. Oversharing personal life. Keep it professional. Focus on work stories. Mistake 4. Being too casual. Use polite English. Thank you for the question. I'd be happy to explain. I appreciate the opportunity. Mistake 5. Talking badly about your last job. Always speak respectfully. Even if you had challenges. Industry-specific sample questions. Hospitality jobs. Hotel/restaurant. How do you handle guest complaints? I listen, apologize if needed, and solve the issue quickly. I always make sure the guest leaves satisfied. How do you handle a busy shift? I stay calm, support my team, and focus on one task at a time. I've worked double shifts before and stayed energetic throughout. Customer service call center: Can you work under pressure and meet call targets? Yes. I'm used to handling 50 calls per day. I stay polite, follow scripts, and focus on solutions. How do you handle angry customers? I let them speak, stay calm, and use positive words. I focus on finding a solution and keeping the conversation respectful. Sales jobs: How do you handle rejection in sales? I don't take it personally. I see it as learning. Follow up later, change my strategy, and always stay positive. What's your biggest sales success? I once closed a deal that was 3x the usual order size by building trust with the client and offering a smart package. Bonus: English pronunciation tips for INTRV, HRS. Some words you must pronounce clearly. Reliable gives. RI-lay-er-bull. Customer gives. Customer experience. Gives ICExperience communication. Gives KUH-MYOO-NIH-K-SHUN. Opportunity gives. A-per-2-NIH-T. Professional gives proof. Shun null tips. Record yourself speaking practice with pauses. Breathe naturally. Don't rush. Final reminder: you are ready. You now know what to say, what to ask, how to speak professionally in English, how to follow up like a pro, how to stand out naturally. You are not just another applicant. You're a prepared, confident communicator. Your English is not a weakness. It's your tool, your voice, your bridge to a better future. So go into that interview room, virtual or real, and own it. Champion. Listen to me. You've come a long way. You didn't just read words today. You trained your voice. You trained your mind. You trained your confidence. And now, you're no longer afraid of interviews. You're prepared for them. You're not just ready for questions. You're ready for your next chapter. Because this is not about perfect grammar. It's about powerful presence. This is not about sounding native. It's about sounding T. It's about sounding quo. This is not about using big words. It's about using clear ones that deliver results. So here's your truth. Every answer you practiced, every sentence you repeated, every story you shaped, is building the most valuable thing you can offer. Presence, power, professionalism. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be ready. And you are right now, so say this out loud and mean it. The more I practice, the more I perfect. Say it again. The more I practice, the more I perfect. With every word you speak, you become more confident. With every answer you prepare, you become more powerful. With every mock interview, you are turning into someone unforgettable. You are not a weak voice in a crowd. You are the one who owns the room. You are the one who gets remembered. Not just because of what you say, but because of how you say it. So go now, speak like a leader, walk like a winner, answer like a pro. The door is open. The job is waiting. Go, get it, because you've already earned it. You've got this, champion. And remember, the more you practice, the more you perfect.